start, Carrie. Don't fucking start. Oh my god. She's a weirdo. Yeah, she is, and she doesn't care. She is weird. Oh shit. Wait, this is wild. That shit cray. Wow, man. The shit people invest their time into making. Thank you so much, whoever did this. This is wild. Oh my god, she's so simple, right? I am so simple. Ralph, homie, dude, what's happened to your Instagram? What's happened to your fucking Instagram? Why does it keep coming up with fucking Instagram user? You're not no Instagram user, you're my Ralph, right? I've been trying to debrief you, and like Ralph, I can't get in contact with Ralph. Alright, and now I'm just listen, I'm just out here like medieval style, you know? That shit cray. That shit cray, you know, you get what I'm saying? Because we can't say the N-word, right? That's what I mean, like my whole life grew up on 90s rap, always having to like bleep myself out, you know? Always having to bleep myself out. Hit you up on Facebook, alright. Even though I don't use Facebook very often, alright. See, because Ralph, you're correct me if I'm wrong, you're an iPhone user, aren't you? Are you an iPhone man? Because if you're not, if you're an Android man, different story. What the hell's that? What's EB13? Yeah, iPhone. Yeah, see, I knew, right? You're one of those people. You're one of those people, right? Lena Ballerina, beautiful. All right, guys, we are open for personals. If you want to get your name in on the list, I was like, holla for $1. Now, just let me know. I'll put you on the list over here. Let's get some cards out. You know, I only finally just unpacked all my shit and put everything away yesterday. I was like, I better if I want to get out here and read. I'm good. Like cute, what you call a cutie? We're just gonna call you cutie, right? You know, we're just gonna drop all the rest of it, pumpkin. Just call you cute, whatever you prefer. Sent gold coin for 10 jewels, yeah. Fucking slip a $5 note in their panties, right? No, did I say that? I did, right? Shit. Amber, my gorgeous. All right, let me know who's getting in on the list. Who needs something? Who needs a bit of clarification? Who needs some guidance? Who needs some direction? Who needs spirit to tell them where the fuck to go, right? Oof. Man, I know there's some, you know what? I know there's some karmic-y shit going on out there in the collective, and you know what? I couldn't give a fuck, man. Right? Don't be bringing your karmic-y drama shit up in here in my energy. Yeah. I'll read your shit straight up out on this table. What is your problem? Man, Carrie, don't ask, right? Don't ask. They're questions you don't really want answered, so just don't ask, baby. Don't ask. All right, who's going first? Come on. What, you all scared, right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared, right? Spirit's only going to whoop your ass today. Right, everyone's like, nah, fucking snot, we're good. Well, you're just like here, sitting here, just watching me, don't you, you fucking weirdos? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's great. Awesome, Andrew. That, whatever floats people's boats, you know? Yeah, awesome. Fabulous, bro. Like, fucking wild, you know? Whatever. Again, whatever floats your boats. Real, homie, man. You know, homie, I'm so bad because, like, you don't understand, you know? Also looking forward to our conversation. We still haven't had it, but I guess timing, right? Timing's everything. So I don't know what you've been going through over there, my homie, in Texas, right? But I swear, like, I love this dude's accent. It's wild, right? It's the fucking best. It really is. Like, some of you guys just have, like, I could just listen to the accent all fucking day. It's good. It's wild. But how you been, homie? You good? Working hard, right? Or hardly working? Working hard or hardly working? Anyway, I was just saying before, right? I had to bleep myself out, right? Because again, you know, grew up on 90s rap, man, spending my whole life bleeping out N-words, right? And so I couldn't even tell you the medieval song title that just played. But you know what I'm going to do, Rue? I'm going to actually send you this, seeing as like we've shared Spotify. I've shared you my Spotify playlist, right? I'm gonna send you what I've been listening to today. It was something in Paris, right? You know, and I was just like medieval version, and I was like, this shit's wild, right? It's fucking wild. Like Eminem in like medieval version. I'm like, this is the shit. Gangster's Paradise, right? Medieval like style. I was like, this is truly my jam, you know? Truly my jam. You love the Romanian accent? Oh, I don't think I've heard a Romanian accent, or like not specifically. That to me would just be a European accent. I've heard plenty of those. Plenty of those. Definitely working hard. You're always working hard though, man. You're always working hard at something, whether it's yourself or what you're building, which is good. We got to hold on to what man. Now we got some what is this? Is this Bon Jovi, right? Got each other. Right, yeah, that's what it is. Living on a prayer. We'll give it a shot. Just out here jamming on some shit. I had this cranking last night on the fucking stereo, like, oh my god. Sending it to everyone, like Darren and shit, like, oh my god, look what I found. I found medieval version. Darren's like, yeah, I've heard all this shit before. I'm like, why is anyone sending me this shit, right? Let's see, what else can we get that's just, oh, Barbie Girl. I was just like, yeah, that's wild, right? That's wild. Let's, oh, let's do a bit of Rihanna, Umbrella. Medieval style. Oh my god. Dracula's Brides. I haven't seen that. I don't think I've seen Van Helsing. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't have a very good concentration span when it came to new things. So for a long period of time in life, I used to avoid watching like movies or anything new where my brain actually needed to work. You know, because then you're forever like lost. You're like, oh, what's happening now? Where are we at now? I don't understand how we got here. Like, you know, I used to be one of those people. So I don't think I've seen it, but you know. Love Bon Jovi, yeah. Fuck, you gotta love some of that old school, some of those old school vibes. All right, come on, who's getting on my list? Who's getting on my list? I can't just sit here and talk shit all day. Well, I mean, I could, but surely we could get better value out of me than just me shit talking all day, guys. Or am I just going to give myself more RSI from shuffling cards up in here? Yeah, so this is what always cracks me up, right? Like, you do a stream, right? I'll do a stream, which is a channeled message. And you get all these people asking, oh, can we ask questions now? You're like, no, come back for when we do, like, you know. And then nobody asks questions. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you people? All right, we're just going to sit here and just, you know, smile and nod. Whatever. This is actually a really shit version of Umbrella. I'm not digging it. It's like a folk song, you know, like, does anybody want to go like arm in arm with me and just, you know, like, you know, skip to me what? Skip to me something. I could go a bit of like, yeah, a bit of Eye of the Tiger, medieval fucking style. Let's get it. Let's get it. Rock out with your cock out, so to speak. Rock out with your cock out. What's your higher self wanting you to know at the moment? See, I like that, Amber. I like that. I like that. Ah, the yellow brick road. Interesting, right? Interesting. The yellow brick road. Man, you know how much symbology, right? And I'm talking like some dark symbolism is in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. There is some real dark symbolism in that movie, including the yellow brick road, right? The yellow brick road. Why did I just write the name Emma? Amber? I just wrote the name Emma. So I don't know, either there's somebody in here with the name Emma, somebody in here, is somebody's name in here Emma? We've got a lurker in the background, or is there somebody connected to an Emma here just by curiosity? Because that's what just came out on my notepad. So I don't know who Emma is, but Emma. Bambi. Alana, okay. Well, yeah, we've got a lot of A names, but yeah, Emma, man, it wrote out so fluently on my notepad there. So I don't know. All right, maybe in another lifetime, Amber, Emma was your higher self. All right, what does your higher self? Let's go back and read that. What does your higher self want you to know at this moment? Alana, yeah. Why? What do people say? I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm Aussie. That's just how we say it. But then I say some other people's names are weird because, again, my accent. But, yeah, Alana, that's how I know it as. All right, what does your higher self want you to know at this time? All right, Spirit for Amber. What does Amber's higher self want her to know at this time? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, right. All right, for Amber, what does her higher self want to know at this time? Spirit, please, and thank you. We talked about this actually the other day, Amber. You're writing it down too to remember Emma. Yeah, just in case it comes up somewhere for you, babes, right? But actually, while we're at it, because you remind me of stuff like this the other day, so because I know as well, like it means something here as well. So wholeness, healing, divine presence is what the spiritual meaning of Emma means. Wholeness, healing, divine presence, wholeness and completeness, divine companionship, universal love, profound sense of completeness. I'm getting as well, I was just getting as well for you, Amber. So the negative talk or like any gossiping that could be going on about your plans. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands here. Again, you know, don't argue with anybody. Five of Swords in reverse. You don't need to battle anybody with this. You just need to stay confident, Queen of Wands energy, that the decision that you're making is exactly where your higher self is guiding you towards. Okay, but you knew this, right? And I feel like you just kind of needed that little confirmation, because I know that conversation between you and he was getting to your head a lot. But I know that you've also you know, been able to recognize that in the past few days. So that's a confirmation I feel like that you've needed about that whole conversation that we had the other day when it comes to your sibling. All right. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, just be confident when you communicate things, right? Again, the action that you're taking is right for you, and you need to stay confident in that. Again, things are going to balance out for you. So that's all you really need to know, especially again when it comes to work here, right? You know you're making the right decision. So that's kind of all you need to know right now. I think maybe it's just, again, he's going to struggle with it because of his own, you know, it's you leaving, right? What he believes to be home now, right? And obviously he doesn't want to go back he doesn't want to go in the direction of where the parentals are, and that's fine. He doesn't have to, right? But maybe he thinks that it's going to be a bit of a negative experience, you being close to home, right? As opposed to it being, you know, a wish when it comes to your stability and your security, right? And again, your objectives are yours, okay? So, you know, draw on that inner strength, right? Draw that inner strength. So yeah, don't be sitting in Two of Swords energies and second guessing yourself. No, right? We know that it's just a projection, okay, of, you know, where he's at. So that's, I think, all you kind of needed there was that confirmation that, yeah, you're making the right move, babe. And we saw this, right? 122 sitting on my screen. That's my confirmation. and I mean, we saw this well over a year ago in your reads about what would actually unfold if you were to move location. And there's so much that's there waiting for you that you're not going to get with where you're at. So, you know, and I'm proud, I'm proud of you because it's, taking a big fucking leap of faith here, man. Like moving job, moving state, right? Uprooting and it's not easy, right? It's not easy. It's not easy, but you've done really, really good with your journey, right? And I'm proud of you. It might have taken you a little bit for us to get you there, but you got there in the end, and you're gonna keep on moving and working towards that. So I love that, beautiful. Sweet dreams, Blue. You get some rest, beautiful. I hope you're doing well. Hope things are doing good in your world. Reach out if you need to, Blue. You know how to get in contact with me, beautiful. All right. Who would like to go next? Who would like to grab and jump in on the list? I might just do some straight channeling of the energies in here too while you guys are sitting here. Who's still in here with us? Who's still in here who's been quiet for a minute? Who's creeping in the background? Any creepers, right? So I got this weekend, nothing. Next weekend I've got another Queen of Wands Psychic Fair, which is going to be good. So we've got a long weekend here. I don't know if it's national. I know it is in my state. We've got a long weekend. I don't know what the long weekend's for, but I'll take it, right? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Oh, some Outcast. Hey, yeah. Uh-oh. No, yeah, no. What about some Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams? Some Medieval Sweet Dreams? Fuck yeah. Can you shut up, airplanes? Who asked you? Who asked you people to travel, air travel like that above my head? Oh, yeah. Wild, right? Wild. Do you reckon they got all jiggy with it and shit back in early 1200s and shit? Just breaking it down with some, some medieval version leg warmers and leotards? What do you reckon? What do you reckon the medieval version of a leotard is? Curious, right? What's the medieval version of a leotard? A chastity belt? Oh my god. Underwear made from iron? Oh my god. Me Julie. Me Julie. Me Julie. Me Julie. I fucking love you, girl. Alrighty. No, we're just gonna sit here and listen to me chat shit. Alright, well I better come up with some good shit then, guys, hey? Fucking under pressure, right? Under pressure. No joke, I remember being at least 5 or 6, right? Headphones on with my fucking Walkman, right? Just grooving down the hallway with my jumpers with my fucking pom-poms and my leggings with the skirts over the top. You know the vibe, girls. You know what I'm talking about. And your side ponytails and shit with your crimped hair. Yeah, I was all about that. All about them jumpers with the pom-poms. Just a general, huh? Just a general. Because you know how I love these generals, Danielle. 9 over here on my screen, girl. Wisdom reflection, right? So I don't know if you've just completed a cycle again, or 11 on my clock over here too, babe. So yeah, I don't know. You could again have been closing out cycles. You might feel, I just seen the 8 of Cups in reverse. You might feel a little bit lost at the moment when it comes to your direction. And that's okay, right? That's all right. You could be waiting on some sort of justice as well. I don't know if you're waiting for something to happen in the sense of legalities, Danielle, but if you are, it looks like that could be coming in for you at the moment. But let's have a little look, see what does, actually, let's go over this side. Job, all right. Oh my god, I don't know why. I'm getting oh holy shit. Mrs. Doubtfire, right? I'm just I don't know if you've seen Mrs. Doubtfire, like the way Robin Williams says when he's in that character and he says the word jobs, right? That's what I was just getting, right? So I don't know why or what fucking relevance that fucking has at all to your situation, right? But woo. All right, let's have a look. When it comes to Danielle, work, job, career, purpose, path, what does she need to know at this time? Okay, so yeah, you could be feeling like you haven't quite accomplished something, or you're not quite done with something maybe yet, right? Maybe you're not, I'm not quite done yet, or you're not quite trying with something yet. What's happened in and around work situation that, I don't know, what is that? Has there been something, I don't know. Did you get, I'm trying to understand this energy. Did you get, or have you been having problems within the workplace? Like, and when I say problems, like just difficulties with other people or something like that in the past? Like, were you kind of like maybe even unfairly dismissed, or like let go kind of like unfairly, or let go because you're being like underappreciated or undervalued or something of that nature? That's like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here on the table. 7 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles here, right? So it's like you weren't able to complete something that you wanted to, right? So I don't know, you got pushed out. There's been some sort of delays here when it comes to you being able to get into a new position too, right? It's also, I'm going to say as well like this, it's also like made you feel, or it's felt like it stripped some of your passion away, whatever happened here. Queen of Pentacles is here though, right? So again, like you're in the energy of it, right? You have the ability to, right? So I worked in different, to try something new. All right, cool. So yeah, it's like, again, you're sitting in the energy of it, or that's what's going to be coming in, that stability, that security here, right? But again, this might have made you feel quite down for a bit, right? With the way that you were treated here, you know, because it looks like it was quite unfair, right? So when it comes to like moving forward as well, you know, Spirit are like, again, if it's something that kind of, you know, hits you in your heart well, or you've got an ability here to have an experience, a positive emotional experience through what you do for work, that's going to be really, really good for you. What is this though? Either you regret something, or it could be that your last workplace maybe regret something. Maybe you regret not seeing it coming, or seeing something coming when it comes to that situation. Either that, or somebody just regret that they took the action that they did when it comes to you. It could have been a little bit maybe premature, right? Maybe somebody is now looking back and going, that actually wasn't a wise idea. Especially with the Fool coming out in reverse. It's like, you know, not really a great idea that we let her go. Okay, so this could have been your boss. The boss could be like looking back now and going, actually, we let go of the wrong person, right? There could have been maybe a lot of competition going on within that workplace, right? But I feel like, again, that kind of like, glitched out, right? So, yeah, I don't know, maybe he had a bit of a glitch, right? A lapse in judgment. Right, but yeah, it's like at the time, you know, he wasn't seeing things clearly, or didn't have all the information before making a decision, right? So I feel like there's regret there, but well, you know, it is what it is, right? When you make the wrong choice and who you letting go, yeah, it was unfair. It was unfair what happened to you, babes. All right, so wasn't your fault. There could have been manipulation with other staff members or other people that you worked with, right? Because you're showing, it keeps wanting to come out. You're the Empress. Right, so it's not you. It's not you. It's a me situation. It's the other way around. No, it is you. It is you. It was them, not you, babes. Right, them. 10-10. Cycle completed though. All right, so I don't know. You could also maybe even be hearing from them. Right, 5 of Swords in reverse. I don't know. This could be, you know, someone wanting to, you know, make up. Right. I personally wouldn't go back to somewhere I wasn't valued, you know, or where I was played like this. Unless you can really get the upper hand in the situation. All right, so what's coming through now? What's coming through? Yeah, I keep getting with that 8 of Cups in reverse wanting to come through. Like, you could still be feeling a little bit unsure, a little bit lost, a little bit like, oh, I don't know where I'm headed right now. So where is she headed? Or what's coming in for my beautiful? You might be feeling a little bit burdened by a lack of ideas even, right? Or, Danielle, don't shit talk yourself right now, please, right? Whatever you're going through, the last thing that you need to be doing right now is like talking like shit to yourself, all right? So I don't know if you're, because just be careful you're not counter manifesting at the moment, right? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know, there seems to be some sort of blockage here with you getting what you want. Yeah, 1, 2, 2, confirmation. There's a blockage here when it comes to something new or the right new contract coming in. What can she do to, yeah, getting some sort of different perspective here on your fears and limitations? What's potentially holding you back here from opening up to bring in whatever this is for yourself? Yeah, it's like, I don't know which direction to go. Don't know which way to go because I can't see where I'm going. Hard to make a choice when you can't see where you're going. You need to trust yourself more, babes. There's a lot that you're suppressing or maybe trying to hold in at the moment. And it's actually, I want to say, even with that 7 of Wands, it's like it's guarding you from things, right? It's protecting you from being able to bring in the things that would make your heart feel full, right? So, yeah, we're not quite at that celebratory stage yet. So, again, what can the focus be? How can she focus? Self-love, okay? Self-love is going to help you to raise your value, your self-worth. Make sure that you're not settling for anything less. What else is going to help? What else is going to help her right now? Because I feel like, again, there's some balance, duality, right? So balancing out your energy. That's what's going to bring you success here, right? So I don't know if, yeah. I want you to go head and heart, babe, right? I want you to combine the two together. So you want to be doing something that emotionally feels good for you, but you also need to be logical and, you know, put some thought into this as well, okay? But with that 2 of Cups, it's all about balance, right? And then once you've kind of got that, then it's when you're kind of ready for that action, okay? But if you're feeling a little bit out of balance here, yeah, it's when you're going to take action to it. If you're feeling a little bit out of balance, you might not quite manifest, you know, the opportunity that you actually deserve, right? So don't sell yourself fucking short here. There is, again, sorry, Babs, to say, there's delays in contracts coming through. There's some delays here, okay? But I feel like it's because Spirit don't want you with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want you to get something that's one-sided here, okay? You're supposed to be aiming for something higher here in order to have growth. So look for that in this situation. And let's try and work through like the emotions that this situation with the past has created, because it's left some sort of residual energy within you that's creating a bit of a blockage here for you, right? So a bit of meditation, contemplation, right, before we get moving again with the Chariot, and recognizing as well that you've got what it takes to get there. You've got what it takes to succeed, but you're going to have to like really believe it, live it, breathe it, believe it, be it, right? Then you are it, right, babes? But let me know how you go. If you're struggling at all, right? Again, you're always welcome to come over here to the Queen of Wands, right? We'll pump some confidence into it. But again, confidence, right, is going to be key here. And a combination of like following both your head and your heart, making sure that it's truly what you want. Take stepping stones if you need to, though, right? If you need to for your security, your stability, absolutely take the stepping stones to make sure you can maintain. But do not settle in those positions if that's not what you're truly wanting, right? Keep aiming for better, right? But there's nothing wrong, guys, with stepping stones, right? We all need them from time to time to make sure that our worlds don't fall apart. Just don't get stuck in the stepping stone and getting like overly comfortable, right? Because that's where no growth happen. Now I'm noticing that's very glitchy with my internet, mate. I don't know about these fucking be a whoop-de-doo fucking better connection. I feel like my connection's actually worse. Hope that helps you, beautiful. I do hope that helps. But let me know, reach out if you need anything extra. Again, you guys, description box, you can find all of the ways to connect with me. Please don't bombard me, right? So I know sometimes new people come in here and like people will bombard me with, I don't have time to watch like the shorts that you send me, guys. I don't have time for that. If it's, you know, you've got questions, you want to bounce some shit off of each other, it's, you know, that I've got time for that. I don't have time to watch you know, YouTube reels and shit like that. So, and I mean this from like, you know, with I don't mean this to be rude, but, you know, I have a very structured, very busy life, and it's not that I'm trying to be rude. I don't have time for any bullshit in life, right? It's that simple. So if you start sending me shit like that, unless, you know, you're homies and it's once in a blue moon, but otherwise I don't have time for that, guys, right? Life is busy. I'm focused on what I need to be. So if you're not in that energy, we're probably not part of the same vibe and tribe, right? Like if you're not actively working on your shit and stuff like that and busy like I am, then we're probably not even going to vibe as friends, unfortunately. So just be mindful of that. I don't have time for all the extra stuff, but I have time to help when you genuinely need it. Other than that, I can find my own bullshit to scroll through, right? Like I can, for sure. Good. But if you need any extra beautiful, reach out, right? Reach out. All right. If anybody would like to get in and grab a read, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to like jam out to like medieval vibes over here, right? Oh my goodness. What else do I need to? Oh my God. Like all my washing is piled up, like to the point where I have, for you guys over in the States, sweatpants, right? We call them track pants over here. I have no track pants, right? So I was like, fuck, man, it's getting like to the point where like I've got so much washing at the moment to dry, and then I'm like, that's probably like 5 loads that I then got to fold and put away. I'm like, oh my God, why did I let everything just pile on top of me? I don't know, because somebody kept trying to tell me the past few days to hang up my washing, and I just didn't listen to him. I just thought I knew better. She always thinks she knows better. What do we got here? Oh, Britney Spears, Toxic, medieval version. Right on. See what happens when you guys leave me to my own devices? I find this stuff. Oh shit, some DMX. X gonna give it to you, medieval style. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. Who let me internet? For reals. Do you know what I mean, dude? Like, who fucking let me internet, right? DMX medieval style, right? X gonna give it to you with his fucking sword and his shield, bro. You know what I mean? I love it. Come on, tell me you guys love it as much as I do. You love it as much as I do. Don't lie. You do. You love it as much as I do. It's like when I listen to, you know, like you hear the old rap songs and shit, but like they've been AI redone, like 50s styles. Like, man, I'm all about that, right? I'm all about that. Hi, Venus. How are you, beautiful? How you been going? How you been doing? I've been seeing some of your messages that you've been putting out, and you've been working on your channel, which is great, guys. Don't forget, go over and give Venus a follow on her channel too. Always love to share the love and, you know, support each other, right? Our tribe. Is Brittany okay? I don't know if Brittany's okay, right? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Brittany, you alright, bitch? I think she's cool, yeah? I think she's good. Brittany's alright. She's solid, man. She's alright. She's crazy, but she's solid. You know? That's a woman who gives 0 fucks, right? To just, you know, have her moment in the public, right? You know, you can't always just have good moments in the public, right? Sometimes you gotta have, you know, shave half a head fucking moments. And that's all good. That's all good. I'm sure some of us have done worse. It just wasn't televised, you know? It just wasn't publicized. That would be hard though, you know, like having all your good shit always put out there, and then, you know, having your downfall, like, you know, all over the place too. You're good? I know. It's, look, I haven't been on very much, but again, I've just been taking up the challenge of my Taurus North Node and smashing it. She's been in the news lately? Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, you know, I mean, imagine what it's like, right? Growing up in those kind of circumstances, man. I'm like, you seen how fucked up Bieber is, man? All you gotta do is look at the kid and be like, fuck. You feel sorry for these people, man, right? You know, look at how fucking weird Ariana Grande is. Like, look at all these kid stars, man, how fucked up they turned out. I mean, like, what the fuck happened to fucking, you know, Home Alone, right? Like, you see what happens to these kid stars, man. It's too much too soon, you know? And the pressure, the level of pressure that these kids face and the fucking weird shit they get put through and the abuse and all this shit, man. Like, it's not good, right? It's not good. And then we wonder why they lose their shit after a while once they've been in the public eye for some time. Like, it's because they've been conditioned, they've been programmed, they've been controlled, patterned. Like, they don't even know who they fucking are as adults, man. Like, when you've been managed your whole life, your whole career from when you're a child, like, you wouldn't even have a sense of you wouldn't even have your own sense of identity anymore. Constantly being told what to wear and this, that, the other. Like, unless, you know, you're pretty fucking staunch and you tell everybody how the fuck it is. You're like, no, it's my way or the fucking highway, right? I mean, how many people can go into that industry without selling your soul and selling yourself out to actually have a successful career? Very fucking few, right? Very, very few. It's like, I'm still trying to work out how the fuck Kendrick Lamar got on the Super Bowl, man. Like, I'm still trying to work out how the fuck, and like, I get it, man. Manson needs to make money, right? Like, he needs to make money, right? So I don't know why people were like, oh, like, he's a fucking sellout for, you know, doing Super Bowl gigs and shit like that. 144, if you know, it's on my screen, right? But man still needs to eat, right? You know? And so I understand, like, there are times where, you know, we don't want to have to do certain things, but we got to, right? But man, like, I mean, what better could you go for than talking about and like shitting all over Drake, right? While you're out there on a fucking stage where the whole world can fucking see you. 212 on my screen. Like, Kendrick knew what the fuck was up. He knew what he was doing. Right? I was like, fuck this. I'm going to take two opportunities. One to take a stab at the fucking low vibrational fucking industry and another to fucking make some money, right? Good on him, right? Strategic. At the end of the day, you got to play the system just the way the system plays you in order to survive, right? There's a good version of the Thong song. And it has no business being a banger. Or you go find it for me and send it to me. Find it for me and send it to me. I'm sure it's totally going to be up my alley for weird jams, right? You'd love to know if there's anything I love this. Highest, everyone's checking in with their higher selves at the moment. I love that. Which means you guys are, you know, you guys must be feeling that higher selves wants to communicate right now. Beautiful. All right, Venus, let's have a look. Beautiful. Which deck? Actually, let's go over here for you. Let's go over here, my beautiful. Yeah, I know, right? The thong song. Far out. See, in Australia, like, thongs are a very different thing. That's something we put on our feet, right? Whereas, yeah, for you guys in the States, it's underwear, right? So we don't call it a thong here. Slang terms, good old G-banger, right? Or just the regular version G-string, right? G-banger, right? That's if you're real Ocker Aussie, right? Fucking hell. Where are more my Aussies in here, right? Is it just me? Am I just out here being all Aussie and Ocker by myself, or what? 911, man, why do we keep seeing 911 out here, man? Like 911, 911, 911 on my screen. I keep seeing 911. What's the fucking emergency, right? Now, I know for you guys, 911 is an emergency number. I get that. You know what's really sad is that a lot of kids here think 911. We're like, fucking, we do 000, bro. We don't do 911. Okay, 000 here for emergency services. But 911, right? 9s are completions, right? Wisdom, reflection. 1s are new beginnings, right? So when you guys see 911, don't start up panic thinking it's a fucking 911 emergency call, right? Doesn't always mean that. But when you take it with numerology, 9s are, again, reflection, wisdom, completion. 1s, new beginnings, right? Identity, self. Okay. All right, Venus, let's have a look. What does your higher self... Oh, so sweet. Venus, I don't know which side, I don't know where this is coming from, if it's maternal or paternal. You got a really sweet grandma in your energy. There's something you take after her, or you're a lot like her. I don't know whether maybe you're born the same month as her, same star sign as her, whether maybe you spent a lot of time with her, but like I don't know why I want to call her Nana, right? Because that, but like she's a sweet little Nana, right? You got sweet Nana in your energy. Like real sweet, right? Like real fucking sweet. Like the kind that you'd want her cookie recipe. You know what I'm saying? That Nana. That Nana. Whoever that is, right? There's something about what you've done, what you're doing that like it's like there's something to do with what you're doing or what you've done. That would have just close. She's proud, like I get this sense of like she's proud of you. She's proud of what you're doing or something like that. I don't know whether you're maybe one of her favorites or something like that, but she's surrounding you heavily at the moment, and like yeah, she's really really sweet. Like just I'm like it's giving me goosebumps. Oh, Nana's so sweet. But like you take after her. Like there's a lot about your personality traits that there's a lot of her in you. So yeah, I don't know if she raised you or you spent a lot of time together like that. But yeah, very, very sweet. Yeah, sorry for your loss, beautiful. But yeah, she's there with you, beautiful. She is there with you. All right, let's have a look. What does Venus higher self want to say? Oh, look at that, baby. Okay. All right. There is something here, Venus, that your higher self is wanting you to see here, right? We've got the sun here. So your higher self's trying to expose something to you. This is something that maybe you've been avoiding, right? A change that you've been avoiding. This is something that you're seeing now you won't be able to avoid much longer, okay? Or that's what your higher self is trying to tell you. You're not going to be able to avoid this change for much longer. Okay, you might already know what this is that I'm talking about as well, or you're already starting to see signs of whatever this is. Okay, so what's this in regards to, Spirit? What area of life, or what, can you give us some direction on what this is about? Okay, this either has to do with some sort of success, accomplishment. This could also be about your online journey here as well, right? But why would you feel like that? Why do you feel like that? And when I say why do you feel like that, what's that doubt coming from? Where's the doubt coming from here? It's either that something's either frustrating you slightly, or there's not you don't have as much confidence as what you should in when it comes to your success. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, but straight after that the Queen of Wands in reverse. And so I'm like, but why would we be in that energy about it? Because Spirit are like, your higher self's just waiting for you to dive into something, right? To dive into whatever that seed is, right? And to further water that, right? But you could be feeling like a little, maybe even unsure of how this is going to play out, whether this is going to pan out the way you want it to, the way you're hoping, right? Again, don't be attached to the outcome, right? And then we won't have this issue. Now, I don't care. You can fucking copyright me all you want. I was told now to just put my music on. There's some significance there. Maybe something's going to come up for channeling. Yeah, there is something here that again you're trying maybe to stop from happening. This could be subconsciously though too, babe, right? This doesn't have to be consciously that you're purposely trying to stop this, but there's some sort of change here that, or something here that you're holding yourself back from that's tied into your success and your confidence, right? So what can she do? What do you need 3D Venus to do higher self? What do you need her to do? What action do you need her to take? Or what change do you need her to focus on? Okay. Give me more with that. Venus, there's something that you might be hanging on to here in regards to a relationship. I don't know whether that's current or It's your online. It's your online stuff, but there's also something here that's linked into somebody from your past here. Or this is you not feeling like you're in control of the situation. Yeah. Do you feel like somebody's still hiding something from you here as well? I don't know, I get the sense of you feeling like somebody's hiding some sort of bad news from you or some sort of news from you. This is somebody that maybe you've had to battle or you've engaged in some sort of battle with in the past. Somebody that you've had a breakup with or a falling out with. Don't deceive yourself into thinking that you're not going to have the success you want, because you are. You absolutely are. Whatever you decide to move forward in when it comes to your career, Venus, you need to go like a balls deep, baby, like fucking balls deep, girlfriend, right? Like all in on this shit, because you got Six of Wands energy for whatever that is that you're wanting to do with your online journey, okay? But there is something here to do with a past energy which seems to be lingering in your subconscious that is... Well, then it's the control thing. You're not feeling like you're in control or like you have the ability to, because the Emperor's coming out in reverse, right? So, you know, maybe feeling like you don't have what it takes to build this into something stable or to get it to like, you know, where you're feeling like you're at boss level sort of thing. So it's like a bit of fear showing up, a bit of an imbalance showing up, that sort of thing. Not a big deal, but it's spirit wanting you to just get out of your higher self wants you to get out of your head about whatever this is, because it's, yeah, you need to see clearly, right? You're moving towards your Ten of Pentacles with whatever it is, but again, like there could be a bit of lingering shit from the past that's maybe sometimes stopping you from taking what you would deem to be a risk with your career. So yeah, it's like it's impacting the way that you move forward with the Knight of Swords there. So I don't know whether you need to maybe like focus on, yeah, I was about to say your self-confidence with the King of Wands. So you might want to do some affirmations, some subliminals there. Again, that's going to just help you to really, really transform that energy. Again, I'm not getting big deal. I'm not getting it's a big deal, but it's something that with the High Priestess in reverse, the Eight of Swords, it's sitting there enough, like it's there enough. Yeah, the self-doubt's there just enough that it could impact just how fully you give to this project and this path, right? So, you know, it's like we don't want to keep that on the subconscious level. Let it bubble up to the surface here so we can clear it out, because that's essentially what's going to keep you in that limited mindset. All right, because what you're doing is fucking great, right? Like what you're doing is absolutely great. So yeah, maybe a little bit more self-love, a little bit more mirror talk, like positive mirror talk. I mean, we used to say back up in here, you know, wake up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I know who the fuck I am and I'm worth it, right? And say it with some chest, girl, right? Say it with some fucking attitude until you believe that shit. Until you start behaving like what you're saying about yourself, you know? Oh, don't say that to yourself. No one's going to listen anyway. Keep putting it out there, even if it takes a while before people start picking up on your messages, right? Because again, like, you know, you deliver your things, you know, you're not like delivering the messages or your messages the way that everybody else is. You're delivering your shit very uniquely. Okay, and we need more of that. We need more people that are, you know, delivering these messages that aren't just through basic bitch tarot, because we could all do that. And I could teach all of you guys how to read tarot. You could all be tarot readers out here. But to deliver messages in unique ways where they actually are felt, not just heard, they're felt, right, is a whole different ballgame. And Venus, beautiful, you've got the ability to do that, right? You've got the energy for it too. Right, like, and to be able to really draw energies in with the way that you deliver messages in such a beautiful, gentle manner as well. You know, like, again, I've got a different style. You guys come here when you need me to fucking grab you by the shoulders and shake you up and be like, are you fucking kidding? Wake the fuck up. Let's get it, right? But you've got such a beautiful, soft approach. And it's so easy to be receptive to your energy with your messages. Just go for it, babes. Absolutely throw yourself in there, okay? So yeah, a bit more mirror work, a bit more like, you know, and you're going to start as well. Like you're going to find that your style or the way that you deliver your messages, the way that you construct things is going to, you're going to find that you've got a style and that's going to work, right? And you might adjust it along the way, but you know, just play around with it until that starts to pick up, right? But it will start to pick up because again, you're not out here just fucking regurgitating some fucking bullshit that nobody needs, right? About their ex. You're connecting with spirit directly. You're channeling, right, which is a beautiful thing. We've got too many people who just straight tarot readers up in here. Not enough actual talent of actual psychic mediums and channelers that you know, have actual gifts and skills that go beyond basic intuition and card reading. You know, it's we need more realness, more rawness, more talent out here, so to speak. So, you know, get it, girl. Get it. Banana, how are you, beautiful? Shit, it's been a while since we've given you shit up in here, but, you know, some people have dropped off and dissipated. No one's out here, you know, accusing Banana of putting anybody in her basement, right? So, but what have you been up to, Banana? Have you been stalking our good old grocery guy, or have we stopped stalking him yet? And how are things in your world going, beautiful? Now, I'm just going to call you son, right? Because I'm just going to take the first three words because fucking I cannot pronounce. And I'm guessing you might be from India by the way that name is on there. It's just, I can't pronounce for shit. So anyway, let's have a look. What was the question there? It was, can you ask what's coming towards you? Now, is this in regards to Sunil? Right, easy, beautiful. Sunil, is this in regards to love? Are we talking about love or just in general what's coming in towards you? You're doing pretty good, getting your shit together. We love that, girl. Man, we love when people out here getting their shit together. Love. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Trying to set some new healthy... Beautiful. Good, Banana. That's awesome. So you're getting disciplined. I love that. Good. Discipline and structure can absolutely help when you're trying to, you know, refine yourself, some certain processes. Then eventually you get to my level, you're like, it's got to be a balance of like, you know, free flow and structure, right? Which is like, Jesus, I already felt bipolar before, but thanks, Spirit. Help me out here, right? All right, Sunil, let's have a look. What's coming towards you when it comes to love? Now, keep in mind, you know, again, I'm not like other tarot readers. I'm not about to sugarcoat some shit for you, right? And to be like, oh, and you're going to get da-da-da-da-da. If it shows right in front of me that there's a blockage in when it comes to connections, right? Again, I read based off of what are you trying to manifest, right? So if it's not that, Spirit aren't going to give me anything for it. Spirit might not talk to me about love for you at all. Maybe they want you to focus on something else right now. I don't give people what they want up in here. We give people what they need, right? Because we're not about keeping anyone stuck like Chuck, right? We want everybody to have, you know, a beautiful life. Oh, Page of Cups, man. Well, I might just shut my mouth, girlfriend, right? Page of Cups, right? A message, all right? We've got some messages coming in here, emotional messages here. We've got an Emperor, right, over this side. Sitting under the Emperor, a Nine of Cups, right? So I don't know if you've been connecting in with anyone or whether you've been potentially sensing an energy coming towards you, but it does look like you've got somebody who's sitting potentially in Emperor energy. This could be you sitting in Emperor energy, right? But I'm getting, well, this is like the extent of the other side. Nine of Cups. So this could be somebody that's like already got, you know, a lot of amazing stuff going on in their life as well. Okay, this could be the last thing in their life that they're wanting to bring into. Eight of Wands, right? Communication, some fast moving action here. Again, depending on where you're at, Sunil, with your process, your healing process, right? How much you've, you know, worked through your own limitations, fears and things like that. Again, it's going to be, you know, that's going to depend on, you know, that's going to define what comes in for you, right? What you've actually been manifesting by how much work you've actually done. Okay, so keep in mind as well, this could be a lesson, a test that could come in towards you. 244. You could be seeing 244. You could be seeing a lot of 4s and 8s or 4 4s. Things equating to 8 here as well could be significant for you. All right, so Again, Emperor, right? We've got communication here. So, okay, give me more with that, Spirit. Give me more with that one. So again, this could be a very transformative connection, or this could be a rebirth of a situation, right? So we've got a King of Cups here that came out straight after the Death card. So I don't know if this is a renewal in love, so to speak. Could be. Two of Cups, man, talk about love, right? And for those of you guys that know me, right, do I do love reads up in here? What do I usually say when we do a love read up in here? I usually don't give fucking love reads to anybody, right? I'm going to say this is quite a positive sign that, yeah, if that's what you've been feeling like is coming in towards you, then you're on the money. Now, keep in mind, this might take some time, right? So in the meantime, what does Spirit want you to focus on while this is coming in? Because again, we don't need to know how this person's going to feel about you, how you're going to feel about it. I like that energy, right? An Emperor, King, man, this is all lovely energy, right? So let's not go too far into the details of it and leave a bit of surprise here. Either way, right, Page of Wands, right? This is going to, you know, be, again, something that excites you, right? There's going to be exciting communication coming in here for you. And I love that. So in the meantime, what does Spirit want you to focus on? You know, you're not waiting either, right? This isn't about waiting, but what should you be focused on in the meantime, or what maybe will help bring this into you faster? Let's have a look. Spirit, please and thank you. Of course, you know. Okay, yep, just be patient. This is, again, the wheel is turning here, right? Destiny. Again, this could be a fated event for you, for... again, it's just you got to wait for the right timing. Timing's going to be significant. Thank you, Venus. Thank you, beautiful. I love when I see like the CA. I love my Canadian viewers. You guys are fucking awesome, right? Shout out to don't get upset, you guys from the US or everybody else, but you know what? You guys from Canada, you guys fucking rock, man. Like, you guys are fucking awesome. You're just like you remind me a lot of Aussies, to be honest. You do. All right, Justice. So yeah, keep focusing on positive forward movement here, because things are turning in your favor, right? There is changes that are happening here. You could have gone through a lot of changes though, right? There could be a lot of things that you've been changing, working on. Yeah, awakening, right? So whatever you've been doing, that's been, yeah, again, awakening, right? The good decisions that you've been making up until now. So now keep making those, right? Keep working with what you've been doing, because it seems to be working, right? This is when it comes to your finances or security or stability, like you're really nurturing what you're doing here. I love that. This is great. This is why Spirit will let me read a love read for you, because you're not sitting here fucking tripping balls thinking you deserve love, right? When you don't even have your shit together over here and you're still codependent. So I love this. This is why Spirit will let me read this for you. So that last reading that I did, I don't know if you've got any Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Virgo in your chart, but if you do, go have a listen to the last read that I did, the last live stream, because that could very well resonate for you, or you might be able to find something, whether it's in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or your north node, any of those signs. Go have a look at that reading because it might resonate. Seven of Cups. So yeah, you may have also over time, you might have had some options pop up. If you did, I feel like you passed those tests straight away. So if you did have tests or things pop up, you recognize that these people were just your options, right? Not the choice that you should be making, which is fucking amazing. All right. What else do you want? Well, look at that. Spirit's like Ace of Cups, baby, right? You do. You've got a love situation coming in towards you for sure. I'm gonna say you've worked for this. Right, like you've worked for it, right? So you're ready for it. Okay, so you must be at the stage. Yeah, look at that. You're ready for that. You're like, I'm ready, right? I want that. I want that. You've also been closing out a lot of cycles. You've been doing the work, right? Again, collective, right? You want this energy. Look at what's coming out in this read for this one, right? Now understand why this energy is going to come towards an individual like that, because this is somebody who's been putting it in, right? Now planting seeds. Okay, and that's the reward for effort, and I love that. It's beautiful. So in the meantime, keep focusing on, you know, your stability, your strength, you, just like you've been doing, right? You're setting yourself up for an awesome manifestation when it comes to love, right? How are you going to feel about this person, right? Let's see how you're going to feel about this person. How is how's Sunil going to feel about this individual? The Star. You're going to see this person as a wish come true, right? Somebody that you can heal the remainder of those unhealed parts with. And we talk a lot about that on this channel at the moment. We're talking about how, you know, we've gotten to a point where we know now what a healthy relationship should be. We know what is really toxic, but now having to like let down that guard that one last time and step into a connection the way that you really want to, that's the next level of healing for you. So ladies and gentlemen, please take note here. So now if you've got any tips or tricks or whatever, right, feel free to drop that shit in the chat, right? Because that's an energy of somebody who's worked hard to manifest this, right? That's the energy we've been talking about lately. So, yeah, I think you'd resonate a lot with some of the energy that we pull on this channel, to be honest. I don't know if you've been here before, but if you haven't, then yeah, you would definitely resonate with where the energy and the vibe of this tribe is at the moment. But I love that. You know, again, you're gonna heal through this. You're gonna be able to elevate through this. We've said it before on this channel. You know, we don't want to fall in love. If you're falling, it means like past shit. You want to rise in love. Right? So if it's elevating you, if it inspires you, if it lifts you up, if it elevates you to new ideas, new way of living, new way of being, then you're rising in love, babies. If you're falling, that means you're going back into codependencies, you're going back into past patterns, and you should notice that pretty quickly if you've really been putting in the work. If you notice yourself start to do that, collective, what do you do at that point? You bail out, babies, right? Because that's not the one for you. That's not the manifestation. That's a test. And that's where Spirit want to see, are you going to recognize these things and pull out before you overly invest and waste your time, right? Doesn't mean you can't date people, get to know people, right? Whatever, because eventually, you know, but eventually you're going to find the right one. Let me tell you, when it is the right one, without a doubt, it's not going to be like before where you're like, is it maybe it? No, I'm telling you guys, for those of you guys that are manifesting high level, deep spiritual connections, you will not be able to mistake the shit. You will not. Because it will be so different to anything you've ever experienced before. You will be so different to anything that you've ever been before. You'll show up different. You'll speak about it different. Your energy will be different, right? So we're going to start talking more and more about this because, again, more and more you guys are getting closer and closer towards that energy. And as you guys know, I teach only from a few steps ahead of you guys, right? So again, whatever I'm experiencing, whatever knowledge I'm gathering, right, that Spirit, again, are bestowing upon me is exactly what I'll be passing down to you guys. As well as those of you guys who need to even like renew energy, right? We're going to try and start working with that as well. We're going to start looking at what are some different ideas and ways that you can go about, you know, for those of you guys that are in a relationship that want to improve it, what can we actually do that's actually going to help, and how can we recognize whether there's actually anything we can do or whether we need to let some shit go? Because some of you guys, you know, could still be holding on to shit. It's not exactly terrible, but if you've got goals, dreams, things that you want to reach, then certain energies could actually be still holding you back. And we need to look at those things, right, in order to, again, determine what needs to stay, what needs to go. You know, and again, it's up to you the way that, you know, what you want to go, what path you want to take. But if we give you guys all the options, the advice, the tools, right, it makes it easier for you guys to actually make a decision on where you guys want to invest, or whether you should stay invested, right? You know, because at the end of the day, if you've got some pretty big dreams and you're with a person who doesn't have dreams, goals, you'll forever be trying to pull that person up while they'll be pulling you back, right? So you don't want to be in that situation. But I hope that helps you, beautiful. I love that energy. Again, I'm not often inclined to actually read a fucking love read up in here. In fact, usually I'm like, nope, you can have anything but fucking love. But as soon as I saw it, I was just like, yeah, I was guided to read it, and there's a reason for it, because that's what's actually coming in for you. So fucking awesome, babe. I love that. I love that for you. Love is amazing. It's just, it's more amazing when it's right and it's perfect for the person or for the people. You know, it's good. It's good. So enjoy that. Enjoy that when it comes in. I'm sure you will thoroughly. All right, who would like to jump in? If anyone's got a question, let me know. I think I saw another one. Did I see another one? Did I? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know, because sometimes, you know, your girl gets a little bit lost out here in the crowd. No, I think we're good. But if If anybody would like, please do drop your question in the chat. I swear, man, like I've been non-stop talking for like the past week and a half. You know, and I just want to make a shout. Yeah, Lauryn Hill, she's my favorite, right? When it comes to female vocalists, hands down, mate, she's the shit, right? She's the shit. And I don't care what you want to say about her not paying her taxes, man, right? If you knew what the fucking woman was about, you'd be thanking her for not fucking being one of those people who tries not to fucking pay taxes, you know? But like everybody ripped her down and stripped her back because of fucking some taxes, huh? Some taxes. Anyway, let's not go into like DMX and Lauryn Hill, and let's not go down rabbit holes, right? Because I'll start getting on all sorts of flexes out here. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, you know, Leah. The list goes fucking on and on, right? The list goes fucking on and on. So before I keep putting more targets on my back, right, we'll just zip your lip, girl. But you feel me, homie? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is her unplugged, her live unplugged. One of my favorites, like by all means. It's, you know, if you want some fucking truth in some lyrics when it comes to some music, it's that. How was the psych? It was amazing. It was great. It was great, Banana. Fucking epic energy. It was great. It was great. It was great. I've known that this event was going to be quite significant for me for quite some time, and some shit that's been prophesized for a hot minute for me actually unfolded over the weekend, which is pretty cool, man. You always love when, you know, that shit happens, because you're like, it just reminds you that magic is real. So yeah, I'm doing real good, right? I'm doing real good. I'm doing really fucking good. It was, yeah, I didn't push myself to fill every spot. I just you know, I was just content. You know, I made some really good connections. You know, like, again, the way that I like to get deep and personal with you guys, you know, and get on the level with you is the same way that I am with anyone that sits at my table at those events. You know, I'll go beyond the time limits and things like that, because at the end of the day, I get so much out of what I do. And I was saying it, like, half the time people don't even realize it's actually me who needs them to sit at my table, not the other way around. But yeah, it was just lovely to see. And there was a bit of a common theme when it came to feminine, masculine. You know, and I'm going to say this to divine masculines, you know, you guys will find that direction. You will find that true path. You will find that purpose. It is coming. The clarity for you guys is coming. Rest assured. Divine feminine, again, keep taking those leaps of faith when it comes to, you know, what you guys have been building for yourself, because it's all looking great and positive. So it was a bit of a common theme when it came to who I was reading for, the energies that I was reading for. You know, everybody felt like they were in this stable but stagnant position, like we discussed on the live stream on the Sunday morning. But it's not no one's stagnant or stuck or anything. It's just you know, there's some shit that's peeling away as well, and we're also starting to remember who we were before all the fears and limitations came in as well, right? So it's not so much a friend of mine said it really well in his Instagram post. It's not a new version of him that's birthing so much as it is an old version of him resurfacing, you know, a version of ourselves that had gotten buried under trauma and conditioning and a whole bunch of bullshit, right? So you might feel like it's a different you, but still still very familiar. And what it actually is, it's an old part of yourself that got covered up, you know? So none of you guys are stuck and stagnant. It's just, yeah, there's things peeling away, and your true essence is starting to emerge. So, you know, but enjoy the downtime too, right? Yeah, healing the inner child, exactly, right? That you know, and when I think, and this is where I was going to go, right? So shout out to all of my teachers who ever wrote in my report card, right? And this is what I want to say, man. This is what's wrong with our fucking system, right? You know, if every teacher, instead of discouraging my vocal expression, actually encouraged that, I wouldn't have spent so many years being camera shy and stage fright, right? So if my fucking teachers had recognized, right, that, hey, Carrie has a Mercury Leo placement, she's going to be prone to speaking out. If they knew what sat in my 10th house as my placement, then they would have known, right? All that speaking and shit that I did as a kid, was training for what I'm here to do right now. But you know what every report card ever said about me? If Kerry spent more time studying than she did talking, she'd have better grades. Well, I just want to say like a big, bright, bubbly fuck you, right, to all the people who tried to silence me as a child, right? And that includes my own mother. Right? Because again, I used to get scholarships into the Australian Girls Choir. Like I used to have a singer's voice. I was born with a voice for a reason. And from as young as I can remember, that voice was constantly fucking shut down, right? By a bunch of adults that had no fucking idea who I was destined to become, right? And so this is where, you know, we think we know some shit and we don't, right? This is why stop undervaluing the truth of our children, right? They haven't been fucking programmed, patterned, and fucking broken like we have yet. Don't go head first into fucking being the person that strips that back for them, allowing them to walk the same path, right? So if they had known that this is what I was destined to be, maybe they would have actually encouraged it, right? And I wouldn't have spent, 38 years of my life constantly being passive aggressive in my communication. Maybe I would have been able to express myself far, far better from day dot when I was comfortable doing it as a child. But thank you to the system, my parents, right? And everything else that wanted to strip the voice of that child, right? The confidence that little Carrie had, right? And for those of you guys that haven't seen it, right, if you go a couple of shorts back, you'll see a picture of little Carrie, right? Little Carrie who, never gave up, right? That's her. She's in me, right? That little girl is in me. She's the reason why I made it through so many stages of my life, right? Her determination, her unwillingness to give up, So, it's just funny how we can look at what we've gone through as children and how that's been, like, literally, my voice was oppressed and suppressed to the point where it took me so long to get my shit together to find the confidence to get up on this platform. And it shouldn't have been like that. That should have been encouraged from when I was a child. That was my strength. And instead, it was made out to be something that was bad. All right. So that impacted my entire primary school years, my high school years, and thereafter, right? To the point where I couldn't speak calmly, freely, right? It would be passive aggressive. It would be hostile, right? It would be everything it shouldn't, because I was so used to being told that I should just shut up. Be seen and not heard, Kerry. Well, thank you, right? But more so thank you to me, right, for being able to overcome that shit, right? Because, again, like that, when it came to singing, there was only one note at the top, one note at the bottom that I couldn't reach. My range was phenomenal. It was so phenomenal that, I was getting scholarships that were worth thousands of dollars. I had an opportunity to go overseas with my voice, right? And I'm grateful that it didn't go down that path because, I'm not meant to be in that kind of industry, right? And I know it's hard for independent artists to actually make a successful career, right, when you're not fucking being controlled by the elite. But it's just, it just kind of blows my mind. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me fucking sad that all these fucking adults that thought they knew best, and look at how they potentially could have fucked me up for life if I didn't have the internal strength and the faith and the connection to spirit that I do. I never would have made it to here to be able to have these conversations with you guys that are not only healing for you guys, they're healing for me, right? So adults, let's just be real, right? We don't always fucking know best, right? We don't always know best. And instead of fucking blocking our children, right, let's look at what their strengths are. Let's encourage what their strengths are. Look at your own kids if you've got them, and help to encourage like the things that they're good at, because you have no idea if that's very well going to be their path to success, right? And who are we to judge, Like, at the end of the day, I was always like, I don't want to go out like my mum, right? My mum kept things, she kept it all in. She held it all in on her chest. She developed breast cancer, man, right? Me, I don't want to hold it in here, right? I want to get it out there and get it off my chest so that it doesn't manifest into a physical symptom that then eventually takes me away from my children. I ain't going out like that, right? And I always said that. I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out like my mum did. Okay, yeah, she didn't have to be as loud and as wild and as, my mum was very well spoken, but she was an Aries, right? I'm telling you, you couldn't even tell she was a fire sign except for when she got angry and passive aggressive, right? Other than that, she never expressed her truth. She never just said what she wanted to say, She never had the courage to just You know, I'm not going out like that, right? So look at your children, guys, right? And have a look. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Just because it doesn't make sense to you or it's not important to you as an adult, remember, it's their world. It's important to them, right? And we got to nurture that shit if we want to see our kids, right, be able to step into this shit without having to spend an entire fucking adult lifetime overcoming the shit, right? Let's not pass on to them what was passed on to us just because, right? Just because. It's like I was saying this morning to a very special somebody that, you know, my mum sent me to high school age 14 with like the thickest, hairiest Greek girl legs, right? Oh, well, you know, I wasn't allowed to shave my legs. Well, that's great, Mum. How did it make you feel? Did it make you feel like shit? Yeah, so why the fuck would you put that on your own child? You know what I mean? Like, why would you perpetuate trauma, you know, like just because, right? Oh, but that's what my parents did to me. That's, you know, let's not do that shit to our kids, right? Let's not be doing shit like that. Just because it was done to us does not mean that we have to follow suit and we have to continue on bad parenting behavior over and over, right? Because that shit, man, that shit, it's bad enough, right? Being a Greek girl, right? The hair's traumatizing, right? Throw you into some sports day with everybody looking at shit, right? Like, and you've already been bullied your whole life by kids. That's some shit that'll fuck you up, right? It'll fuck your confidence up. And then you'll forever be seeking validation, right? Terrible validation. It's the reason why I always used to seek validation from the wrong kind of energies, right? You get what I'm saying, man? So don't fuck your kids up, guys, right? Nurture what they're good at. Encourage what they're good at, right? That's our job. Our job is not to mold our children. Our job is to lead them towards their legacy, right? Their legacy, not ours, right? You want your kids to fuck up? By all means, right? Teach them how you were taught. But if you don't, start to recognize the true way, right, of dealing with these situations, which was different to how our parents did. If that resonates with you, right, I'm talking to you. If it doesn't, you had a great fucking childhood, then you're blessed, right? You're blessed. If you had parents that encouraged you, that nurtured, you know, what you were good at, then you're fucking blessed, right? Be grateful for that, you know, and pass that good energy on. All right, my beautifuls. My phone looks like it's wanting to die, and it's also getting late over there for you guys over in the States. What's tomorrow? I was about to say tomorrow's Boo's birthday. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's again a very special person's birthday tomorrow, so I won't be on, right? I won't be on tomorrow. I've got a challenge. I need to make apple crumble. I've never done apple crumble. I don't know why he couldn't just say chocolate cake, because I'm all over that shit, guys. But I've been requested to make apple crumble for somebody's birthday tomorrow. So let's hope I've got, you know, the gifts and the skills, right? Like magician shit. I can whip some magic up in my kitchen. It is. I'm taking a leap of faith here on my kitchen skills, right? You know what they say, ladies, way to a man's heart, right? Anyway. Ladies, gentlemen, my beautifuls, OGs, homies, my soul tribe. Oh, look at him. Return of the Mac comes in as she's leaving. Oh, hang on. Okay, get some what? What is that? See, now, Mac, I'm already lost. That's it. Homies, I'm lost, right? Like, come on, man. Don't let her fail, right? Don't let her down. She needs to nail this apple crumble. She's under pressure. It's easy. I know. It's just I've never made it before. I just haven't made it before, so I'm just like I don't know if I'm, you know. Darren's given me a good recipe. Homie, are you still up for a while? If you're up, I'll call you right now while my phone's on charge. Apple liqueur. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mac. Thanks for the tips, homies. Right. Look at you. You got home. You got her back. Right. Oh, I feel like your homies have got me. Thank you. Because usually, like, I mean, my kitchen game's like fucking legit, right? Like, it's too legit, right? But, you know, when you're trying something new, you just never know, right? And I get carried away. I don't like to follow recipes. I like to follow rules. All right, beautiful. I'll holler at you. Give me about 5 after I shut this down, and I'll give you a call. Because we've been waiting for a while to have this conversation, so let's do it. And, you can ask whatever you need to, all right, darling? All right, my beautifuls, I love you guys so much. I'll probably be back on Monday. Put honey and nutmeg. No, what about cinnamon, Mac? Cinnamon? I was thinking cinnamon because that's very Greek. Well, nutmeg. We use a lot of nutmeg and cinnamon. But yep, all right. Just taking notes, right? Just taking. I know, right? Fancy that, having to teach the girl who was bred to cook, clean, and make babies, right? How to make fucking food, but you know, it's all right. I know I don't know everything. Write it down. All right, thank you, Mac. Appreciate it. All right, I love you, darlings. I love you all. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, don't forget, if you need me, reach out. Don't forget, check out the Shopify store. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that juicy shit that, you know, we love up in here. And I will hope to see you guys on, if it's not Sunday, actually, no, you know what? We will do a stream on Sunday, Leos, all my Leo placements, right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Nodes, right? And see what's coming out for Leo placements, because it's been a hot minute. We'll do that Sunday, all right? And then we'll see what comes up next week. But I love you guys so much. Reach out if you need to. Just don't bombard me with bullshit, you know. Valuable shit, all right? I love you guys. Mwah. Take care. Bye.